What's going on YouTube? Ferocity. I hope you guys are doing well. A few years ago I made a video talking about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I wanted to see Modern Warfare 2 Remastered released in 2017. Frankly, for me, the best year for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered to actually be released would have been in 2019. However, we got Modern Warfare 2019 instead, and that game sold solely on name recognition and not on gameplay quality. At least in my opinion. I don't think that multiplayer was any good. However, if they released Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, I think it would have been much better received. Granted, if they make a remaster, they do have to fix a couple things. It can't just be a straight copy and paste from what the game was in 2009. And let's hope that if they do release a new game, it's not going to be a straight copy and paste, because realistically, that game has its flaws, and I think we all know that. And I think if it releases with one-man army noob tubes still intact, there's going to be a lot of disappointed people and a lot of people that walk away from that game. But if they were able to fix that and make noob tubes take up your first perk slot, which would eliminate scavenger, which would eliminate one-man army, it would make a world of difference in that game and actually create a much more balanced game. Because frankly, that game is still my favorite. You know, I talk about Black Ops 2 being the best, and it truly, truly is. Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite because it's what got me into Call of Duty, and it's what made me fall in love with this franchise. And for better or worse, you know, I probably wouldn't have found YouTube if it wasn't for that. I probably would still have a few extra hairs because I wouldn't have lost it trying to make sense of some of the design choices they've made over the last few years. But regardless of that, it is time for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered to come out, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Because honestly, we're at a crossroads with Call of Duty. We're at a point where the community is divided. We need something to unite players again. Because frankly, you have one side of the fan base who loves Black Ops Cold War, thinks it's a good game and enjoys playing it, and has no issue pouring hundreds of dollars into their microtransaction system. So Activision looks this side of the fan base and they say, well, what is this fan base really like? Okay, they like the fact that their games are skill-based match made. Okay, they like what we're doing for cosmetics. They like the battle pass. So we don't need to innovate in any way, shape, or form. And this other side, the vocal majority, or this vocal minority, whatever you want to call them, of people that have been playing Call of Duty for years and don't like the game because they don't like skill-based matchmaking. They, like me, do not think the battle pass is worth it. They, like me, think that the store is overpriced with what they're giving out. Regardless of that, we are divided between the people that like Black Ops Cold War and the trajectory of COD, and the people that don't like Black Ops Cold War or where Call of Duty is going. And frankly, to bring everyone together, they need to do some fan service. And I'm going to link this now into Star Wars, because frankly, The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker divided fans. I think collectively a lot of fans did not like The Rise of Skywalker, but The Last Jedi divided fans, and that has been well documented. You either loved The Last Jedi and thought Rian Johnson was a visionary, or you hated The Last Jedi and you thought that Rian Johnson was a hack, right? Because of what they did to Luke Skywalker, which frankly, I still stand by what I say and think that he destroyed the character of Luke Skywalker. But that's a video for a different day. All I'm saying is what has brought fans together is the recent Mandalorian Season 2 Episode 8, where we see some real fan service. And granted, Season 2 also had Ahsoka Tano, which brought fans together again. And when you do fan service right, it does unite the fan base. Because right now, Star Wars is in a really good trajectory. You told me that in 2019, there's no way I believe you, because after seeing The Rise of Skywalker, I honestly thought that Star Wars was doomed to fail. And that's what I said recently on this channel, is Call of Duty is doomed to fail. But one of the things that can really reignite this franchise is to provide us some fan service. Bring us a remaster. Reset the series, okay? Here is my honest vision for what Call of Duty should do. If Activision gave me the reins, what I would do is I would greenlight a Modern Warfare collection series due out in November. And it would be on all platforms, just like what we have right now, Black Ops Cold War. And then next year I would do a Black Ops collection, same thing. And the reason why I'm doing this is not because we don't have ideas for the future. It's to create a stopgap between this generation and the next generation. That way, You can play your Modern Warfare 2, your Modern Warfare 3, you know, the classic games on your next-gen consoles, on your high-powered PC, and have it run smoothly at 60 frames per second, similar to the Master Chief Collection for Halo. Then, in 2023, for that Call of Duty, it is solely on the next-gen consoles, the Xbox Series X and the PS5, which by then will be at the PS5 Pro, the Xbox Series XR, or whatever they're going to call it. Who knows? Can't wait to find out. But at that point, that is when you release these games solely for those systems, and you create a restart point for Call of Duty, and you build and you create something truly visionary, something truly different, but along the same lines as what we've seen with Call of Duty. Something with stunning graphics, realistic gameplay, and honestly, a community that cares about its game. Because right now, a lot of the community doesn't care about the gaping problems in Black Ops Cold War. I'm trying to play the game to get gameplay, and I just run into lobbies full of people using the M60, and they just beam me from the hip, man. How have you not nerfed that gun in 2 months? It makes no sense to me. But that's neither here nor there. This is about Modern Warfare. This is about resetting the Call of Duty franchise and how using remasters can do that. It doesn't need to bring everybody in the community together, but what it can do is unite the core fan base and say, let's get behind this plan and help make Call of Duty great again. Because frankly, it's not great right now. And if we want this series to stand the test of time, we need a reset button. We need a point of just settling down and saying, okay, I'm okay with no new release this year. I'd be totally okay with that. If they primarily went off with Warzone, you know, gave us some zombies content, and then released Modern Warfare Remastered Collection, lose my mind at that. Black Ops Remastered Collection, Black Ops 1, 2, and 3, lose my mind at that. I would be over the moon with those decisions if they decided to make them. Because frankly, we need it. And they could do whatever they want with the microtransactions, similar to what they did in Modern Warfare Remastered. I had no issues with that because the game itself wasn't hindered. They did some awesome in-game features. They did some awesome in-game events for Modern Warfare Remastered. And frankly, they could do it again in each collection. And I really think it'd be something that the fans can enjoy together and the community can grow off of that instead of us getting mad about skill-based matchmaking, or us getting mad about guns not being nerfed, or us getting mad about the fact that ranked play still isn't in the game. So to kind of bring this all together at the end here, it's time for us to end Call of Duty. It's time for us to stop releasing this game every single year, and it's time for us to hit the reset button. Release some nostalgia, release some fan service, and let's get the ball rolling for a great release in 2023. It's a long ways away, but let's make it the best Call of Duty game ever. And that's what I'd like to see. That's the direction I'd like to see Call of Duty go in. But at the end of the day, I don't work for Activision. They're not going to see this video. They're not going to care. And they're going to continue to release new Call of Duties that are subpar from the previous one for years to come. And that fan base that enjoys the game is going to keep dwindling. And the fan base that keeps buying the Battle Pass and the microtransactions is going to continue to dwindle. And that market share that they have is going to continue to dwindle. And honestly, they're going to miss an opportunity that they have right now to get everyone back on board. So guys, I want to know your thoughts down below. What do you think if they were to release a Modern Warfare collection to just kind of hit the reset button in general? What do you think? What would be your plan if you were given the reins of Activision? Let me know with a comment down below. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.